Have you ever wondered how to save $20,000 each month? Let's dive into the world of financial freedom, where money works for you, not the other way around. Imagine a life where you're not shackled by financial constraints, where you can do what you love without worrying about the next paycheck. That's what financial freedom is all about. But how does one attain this elusive state? The answer lies in the power of budgeting. A well-crafted budget can be your roadmap to financial stability, helping you make the most of your income while curbing unnecessary expenses. This video is your step-by-step guide to creating a budget that not only puts you in control of your finances, but also enables you to save a whopping $20,000 each month. So, are you ready to embark on this journey towards financial stability? Stick with us as we unravel the secrets to financial stability and freedom. The first step towards saving is understanding your income. Now you might think, well, that's simple. I know what my paycheck is. But understanding your income goes beyond just knowing your salary. It's about accounting for every single penny that comes your way. Imagine your income as a river. The water flowing in is your salary, part-time jobs, freelance gigs, and even that unexpected birthday check from grandma. All of these sources contribute to the river of your income. Understanding your income isn't just about the amount, but the regularity as well. It's vital to know when you'll receive your income and how consistent it is. For instance, a freelancer might not have the same income every month, unlike a salaried employee. By thoroughly understanding your income, you can start to see where your money comes from, how much you're getting, and when you're getting it. Knowing your income is the foundation of creating an effective budget. Scene script. Once you're clear on your income, it's time to track your expenses. Let's dive into the process of tracking monthly expenses. This involves taking a magnifying glass to your spending habits. It's not always a pleasant task, but it's an essential one. Now, there are two types of expenses to consider: fixed and variable. Fixed expenses are the ones that remain constant month after month. Think of things like your rent or mortgage, car payments, and insurance premiums. These are the bills you can't escape, the ones that you must pay no matter what. Then there are variable expenses. These are the ones that fluctuate from month to month. They include things like your grocery bills, eating out, entertainment, clothing, and personal care items. These expenses change based on your behavior. Now, when tracking your expenses, it's important to be thorough. This means recording everything, from that cup of coffee you grabbed on your way to work to that online course you signed up for to improve your skills. Every penny counts. But being thorough is only part of the equation. You also need to be honest. It's easy to overlook that impulse purchase or to underestimate how much you really spend on dining out. However, being truthful to yourself about where your money is going is the only way to gain control over your finances. Let's introduce another concept here: the idea of needs versus wants. Needs are those things you can't live without: food, shelter, basic clothing, and healthcare. Wants, on the other hand, are those things that you desire but don't necessarily need for survival. That new gadget, a designer handbag, an exotic vacation. Understanding the difference between needs and wants is key to tracking your expenses. It helps you prioritize your spending and identify areas where you can cut back. Accurate tracking of expenses is a crucial step towards financial control. It provides a clear picture of where your money is going, helping you make informed decisions about your spending habits. So, grab that magnifying glass and start tracking. Your journey to financial control is well underway. With a clear understanding of your income and expenses, you're now ready to create your budget. Now let's dive into the nitty-gritty of budget creation, which is the cornerstone of financial stability. Firstly, it's time to allocate funds for different expense categories. Start by dividing your income into segments. These segments could include groceries, rent or mortgage, utilities, transportation, healthcare, entertainment, and so on. Remember, the percentages you allocate to each category should align with your current spending habits. However, don't worry if it seems a bit off at first. Budgeting is a process of trial and error, and it's always open to adjustments. Now, let's introduce a powerful concept: paying yourself first. It's the practice of setting aside a portion of your income for savings as soon as you get paid, before you start spending on anything else. This simple shift in mindset can transform your financial life. Instead of saving what's left after spending, you spend what's left after saving. It's a game changer. Next, we need to discuss setting realistic and achievable financial goals. These goals will serve as your guiding light, keeping you on track. They could be anything from saving for a house, building an emergency fund, paying off debt, or saving for retirement. The key here is to make sure these goals align with your life's ambitions and dreams. Remember, your budget is personal to you. It should reflect your unique financial situation and aspirations. So how do you set these goals? Start by determining what you want to achieve and then break it down into manageable chunks. For instance, if your goal is to save $100,000 in 5 years, that breaks down to $20,000 a year, or around $1,600 a month. Having these smaller, more attainable goals will make your larger financial dreams seem much more achievable. In summary, creating a budget involves allocating your income to different expense categories, adopting the practice of paying yourself first, and setting realistic financial goals. Remember, the key to successful budgeting lies in consistency and discipline. Your budget is your roadmap to financial freedom. Make sure to keep it updated and flexible, ready to adapt to life's ever-changing landscape. It's time to take control of your finances and steer yourself towards a future of financial independence and security. Creating a budget is one thing, sticking to it is another. Now let's dive into the strategies that can help you stick to your budget and achieve your financial goals. First up is setting reminders. It's easy to forget about your budget in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. To counteract this, set reminders on your phone or calendar to review your budget. This could be weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, depending on what works best for you. These reminders will keep your budget at the forefront of your mind and help you stay on track. Next, let's talk about the importance of regularly reviewing your budget. It's not enough to just set it and forget it. Regular review is essential to ensure your budget is working for you. It allows you to see where you're overspending, where you're underspending, and where adjustments may be needed. Remember, your budget is a living document. It should evolve with you and your financial situation. Adjusting your budget as necessary is another crucial strategy. Life is unpredictable. Unexpected expenses can and will come up. When this happens, it's important to adjust your budget accordingly. This doesn't mean you failed. On the contrary, it means you're responsive and adaptive to your financial situation. Finally, let's discuss the importance of discipline and consistency. Budgeting is not a one-time event. It's a long-term commitment to your financial health. It requires discipline to resist impulse purchases and consistency to keep up with your budgeting habits. It may be tough at first, but over time you'll see the fruits of your labor. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. Your financial goals won't be achieved overnight. It will take time, persistence, and discipline. But with these strategies in hand, you're well on your way to sticking to your budget and achieving financial freedom. Persistence and discipline are key to achieving your financial goals. Now let's talk about how you can save $20,000 each month. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, it's not as impossible as it sounds, especially when you've got a solid budget to ground your finances. First things first, it's crucial to stick to your budget. This might sound like a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised how easy it is to veer off course. The key here is discipline. Remember, every dollar you spend outside your budget is a dollar less in your savings account. Next up, cut unnecessary expenses. Take a good, hard look at where your money is going. Do you really need that daily latte, or could you brew coffee at home? Can you swap that expensive gym membership for home workouts? Small changes can make a big difference in your savings. Now let's switch gears a bit and talk about income. To save $20,000 each month, you'll need to have substantial income streams. If your current job isn't cutting it, consider picking up a side hustle or two. Freelance work, online tutoring, selling handmade goods, there are countless ways to supplement your income. Lastly, invest wisely. A well-diversified investment portfolio can generate impressive returns over time. Whether it's stocks, bonds, real estate, or even a small business venture, investing can turn your hard-earned cash into a money-making machine. One last thing before we wrap up. Keep in mind that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It takes time, effort, and a lot of patience. But with discipline and smart financial decisions, you'll find yourself inching closer to your savings goal each month. And who knows? Maybe one day you'll look at your bank account and see that magic number, $20,000 saved in just 1 month. With discipline and smart financial decisions, saving $20,000 each month is not as impossible as it sounds. We've walked you through the steps to create a budget and save significantly each month. We started off by emphasizing the importance of understanding your income. It's the foundation of any successful budget. Moving on, we highlighted the necessity of tracking your expenses. It's only when you know where your money is going, you can control its flow. Then, we delved into the art of creating a budget. It's not just about numbers, it's about setting realistic goals and making mindful decisions. Sticking to your budget is the next crucial step we discussed. It's a commitment to yourself and your financial future. And lastly, we revealed the strategies that could help you save a whopping $20,000 each month. It might sound like a daunting task, but with discipline and perseverance, it's achievable. With these steps, you're on your way to financial freedom. Remember, the journey to financial freedom is a marathon, not a sprint.